What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of Uncut Gems, directed by the Safdie brothers, starring Adam Sandler, Kevin Garnett, Idina Menzel, Julia Fox, Lakeith Stanfield, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, a charismatic jeweler makes a high-stakes bet that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime. In a precarious, high-wired act, he must balance business, family, and adversaries on all sides in pursuit of the ultimate win. And this is a 2019 film. I remember watching it last year in the theaters. Didn't get a chance to review it because work schedule and all that stuff. And then the other movies that came out that I was highly anticipated for, had to watch and review those, get them out the way for the year of 2019 ended. So, but I got a chance this year to buy it on DVD because I remember last year this film blew my mind when I left out the theaters. I was like, wow, the Safdie brothers directed the film phenomenally well. Everything. And watch on DVD, it still is a freaking phenomenal film. Wow. This film still, I remember in the movie theater, it blew me away. It blew me away once again, man. It put a smile on my face once again. This is absolutely a freaking phenomenal film, man. I still have my issues, but I'll talk about that later. My issues with the film. But man, what an incredible film. Starting off with the positives, man. There's so much. The storyline. Pretty much where our main character, Howard, pretty much he owes money and stuff to the loan sharks and stuff. He's bad on debt and things like that. He makes the wrong decisions. He gambles a whole lot, makes bets and stuff when it comes to like basketball games and stuff like that. And all that is interesting. And what makes it interesting is because our main character has a family. He has a wife and stuff. He has kids and stuff like that in the film. So all that plays off plays off all well and stuff in the story because one, as he's doing all these he's a New York jewelry store owner, so he works in a jewelry store and stuff, and when these loan sharks come ask for their money and stuff like that, he's bad on debt. You're trying to figure out like how this character is gonna make it and stuff. You want to figure out how can he get through this, how he can get out of this dangerous situation. And when all that plays well throughout the first, second act, and then as he gets like the money and stuff like that and stuff, and when this gym and stuff comes into play, during the movie spoiler, when he shows KG that gym and stuff, and KG gets like fascinated with it and say he wants it and stuff like that, when that gym comes into play, it really makes the story interesting because you try to figure out that now how Amazon is going to survive how he's going to make it in a situation when he let KG borrow the gym and stuff. And now he has KG championship ring when they trade both of those things and stuff. And the money he owes. You try to figure out how he's going to get out of it. And as I was watching the film, I was like on the edge of my seat every time. Because I was like, wow. And when stuff happens in the film, you're like, whoa, is this character going to survive at all? So I was like, really I was like having sweat on the side of my face. Like, this guy's in danger. I hope he's surviving this situation. And it plays off well because when his wife asked him like in the scenes and stuff, because this is gonna contain some sport, when he's betting during the basketball game and stuff, where KG's playing and stuff, his wife asked him, she said, can you send your son to bed and stuff? And he's so into the gambling stuff, he forgets his whole family. So he kind of is like a jerk and stuff. He's not really paying attention to the family and stuff. So you're kind of saying, this guy's kind of wrong. You're kind of saying, well, he's in this ridiculous situation, so he has to pay the consequences and stuff because now he put himself into this dangerous situation where he has to bet and stuff, have to get this money to these loan sharks and stuff. So his family and stuff, he puts them on the side, and that's felt realistic because when people are into gambling stuff, and if you have a family, you can forget your family or something like that. And so I can really see that, stuff like that. So all that really played off well and stuff. And I thought the story really kept you on the roller coaster because you don't know what's going to happen and stuff. You're kind of like, whoa, what's going to happen? You're like that. So the roller coaster, you stay on edge of your seat. You don't know what's going to happen. And that gives credit to the directing and writing. And the directing is absolutely great here. The Safdie brothers directed a well-phenomenal film. They know what to give the audience. They know what to make you be on edge of your seat, and they did that very well. They did that with Good Times, and I thought Good Times was like that, just like this film kept you on the roller coaster where Robert Pattinson's character is like on the run, trying to get his brother out of prison and stuff like that. That kept you on the roller coaster too, that film. So I recommend you checking that film out if you have seen Good Time. That was directed by Safdie brothers. They did phenomenal well here, and they did phenomenal well directing this film. And their directing style really works in this film, and I really love their directing. And the writing is absolutely phenomenal. So those are like 2 thumbs up. Well, and that's one of the things I like about it. It just was so investing, the story and everything and stuff. And it's a crime movie. This is like a crime drama type movie and stuff. So anytime a crime drama related movie like that give me a good story, this is a win-win situation for me. It's a win-win. I love that. Let me start off with the acting. Adam Sandler, wow. This is one of the best actors I've seen in recent years. Adam Sandler is just so good in this film. Man, as this guy that makes the wrong decisions and that's stuff, man, I absolutely believe his performance. He is absolutely freaking amazing. I mean, he's a good actor. I mean, if you get him the right director and the right script and stuff, he can really pull off a good performance. And Adam Sandler, this is one of the best performances in recent years. I mean, the last couple films he have done in recent years that weren't good, like Pixels and Jack and Jill, those were horrible. But Adam Sandler have done other good movies like Punch Drunk in Love and Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and all those films I just mentioned. He did good on films. Just the recent films he didn't do good in the other ones. But here, man, I voted for him, and every man, and since he was the main character in the film, it was just like that was like a home run, cash money, everything. Next, who else? Lakeith Stanfield, absolutely is freaking good, man. Lakeith Stanfield, he's a phenomenal actor. I mean, the last film I saw him in was in Knives Out. He was absolutely great in that film. I thought he was absolutely great. I mean, everything, and and the way his performance is, it felt like I think he might have improvised. Pretty much all the performance is good. It seemed like everybody improvised their lines here. But Lakeith Stanfield's lines in this film, his delivery, absolutely is great here, man. I mean, every time he's on screen, he's felt like an interesting character throughout the film and stuff. The scenes that he was in and stuff, wherever he's on scene, thought he did great. Kevin Garnett, where is coming? I mean, usually basketball players don't usually do good at films, but man, Kevin Garnett did a phenomenal job in this film. And usually basketball players, like I say, basketball players are not good actors, but hey, LeBron in Trainwreck, which is a film I do recommend if you haven't seen it yet. LeBron did good in Trainwreck, and he's a basketball player too, but Kevin Garnett absolutely is great. Man, I just couldn't, I mean, he felt real in this film. He acted him like himself, so basically he's a basketball player, but he just did so good in this film that it didn't feel fake, like saying, hey, I'm just doing this like to show people he's in camp, like just in the film and stuff. He really did good in this film, man, and I just really brought into this character. Biggest highlights is Julia Fox. I've never seen this actress in no other film. If she ever played in other films, remind me in the comment section, but I've never seen this actress before, but my God, her performance is out of this world. It was just like, her performance is great. She plays the girlfriend of Adam Sandler character and stuff like that, and she really did good. I mean, and her acting was just great. Now I'm just gonna leave it as that. Idina Menzel does great as Adam Sandler's wife too in this film, so thought she was great in the film. Everybody's performance just about is freaking phenomenal, and that leads me on to the dialogue here, because the dialogue, it felt realistic. It felt like it didn't play like the Hollywood and stuff like that. So I really liked the dialogue. The dialogue felt like took itself serious and stuff. It didn't feel cheesy or anything. It just felt realistic and stuff. And like I said, it felt like certain lines was improvised stuff. Like everybody felt like their own character stuff. That felt like it was part of the script. It felt like it was actually filmed in real life. Like this filmed out on the streets and stuff. Like I was really watching like a lot of events. Didn't feel like Hollywood glossy and stuff like that. That would lead me on how good, again, about the directing, how the Safdie brothers did, they made it like it felt real. It felt real. It didn't feel Hollywood related. And I like that. It didn't feel like it was like all beautiful colors and none of that stuff. It just felt like a real like event stuff going on and stuff. And I really like that about this film. And I think the directing, writing, acting, all that, the performance, storyline, all that is really good. All of it is really phenomenal. Now here's to my negatives. Now this is where and this is just one flaw. One of my negatives is the film is 2 hours and 15 minutes. And certain scenes can feel like drag and stuff. Like some scenes felt like a slow burn and stuff. Like I love the story, but it's certain parts in the scene, like as I was like towards the second act, I got into our main character with the money depth and all that stuff. It felt like a couple of scenes that like happened in a set around an hour and 48 minutes and stuff. It kind of like stopped like with a slow burn and stuff. It dealt with Adam Sandler with his family and stuff. Since he was like he having a bad marriage relationship and stuff, and then he had a girlfriend to play, which he was cheating and all that stuff. It kind of like put it like a little bit like towards the middle of the film. I was like, let's get on to the other stuff. And that was one of my negatives of it. And I felt like the movie could have been like an hour of, for me, like if I like to do film, like it could have been like an hour and 52 or 53 minutes and stuff, tighter and stuff, instead of feeling like long and stuff. I would have been all right if it was like an hour and 52 minutes. I would have been okay with that. But since it was like an hour, 2 hours and 15, it was like, it could have been like, it was a little bit stretchy right there. So that was one of my negatives. Overall, this is a freaking phenomenal film. I absolutely enjoy it. I think you should watch this film. I recommend you checking it out. The acting, the writing, directing, everything is good in it. The dialogue, the real environment, the realisticness of it, absolutely is good. And I forgot to say this. The comedy works well in this film, man. I forgot to say that. The comedy, it's some funny parts in there, but it didn't like, the comedy didn't overblow it. They did a little bit of good comedy here just for like little things here that makes the film good. So I thought all that works well in this film. And I'd recommend you checking this film out if you haven't seen it yet. And overall, I'm going to give this film a solid A. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this film. Did you like it or not? Let me know. And to my viewers out there, please stay safe with this coronavirus. Please stay home. If you need some important stuff, go to the grocery store, wash your hands, social distance. Please stay safe out there. I care each and every one of y'all. Please stay safe. And to all the family members, my family members, hope everybody stays safe. And that's pretty much it. And as always, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button. That's so I can see you next time on Sly The Movie Guy. Peace.